Welcome back. So a few things. First, I think I finally got my lighting situation figured out. The last video wasn't great, sorry. Still evolving things. Second, got a new microphone, so that's good. Don't have to scream, you can't hear any noise around me, so great. Bill left yesterday. He did the rest of the body work on the car. He'll be back Thursday, like he said. In the meantime, he's been having problems with this car overheating since he built it. He really don't have many miles on it. So every time he's been driving, especially down here, it's been getting pretty hot. And so we did a little experimenting. What happened is he's got a mechanical fan with no shroud, and it just wasn't pulling enough air through the radiator. And the radiator's pretty tight, the fins are very tight, so I get it. This is a upgraded Desert Cool, I think, radiator, so it should cool well. And through our digging the other day, I think it's going to be fine. So what I did, this is what's left of it, but we tested this. I had this in here. He added an electric fan, and it was about 2 inches, inch and a half away from the radiator. So what was happening is I noticed I was standing in front of it with the hood closed, and I was getting more air blowing out of the front of the car than was going through the radiator. And so the air wasn't being forced through the rad by the electric fan. There's no room behind it to pull because of the water pump and everything. And this is in an 8-cylinder configuration. These Tri-5s, you could reconfigure the rad core support or get a 6-cylinder one and put the rad in front. That gives you more room in the back. It's a whole thing. And so he had the electric fan. It wasn't close enough. So I mocked this up around the fan yesterday, sealed it all off, and we had so much pressure that I was taking cardboard like this and it was getting sucked up against here as the car was running and the fan was on. I blocked off the whole radiator, let it get nice and hot, pulled all the cardboard off the off the front grille, and still had everything around the fan, and all the air was still pulling through very nicely. So it immediately dropped right back to like 180, 175-ish. So we'll be good, especially once he's moving. That was just idle. So once we get air actually flowing through, it'll be really good. Because what I'm going to do is use this template, and I've already cut it. So it'll fit in here just like this. And we'll put some slit hose around the edge to take up any of the slack. Pop a couple bolts in the top. Cut a hole in the center. And then we've got our fan. I'll take these brackets off. And then it's got bolt holes. And we'll attach the fan in the center of the metal. And it'll force all the air through the radiator, as opposed to pulling it in and just blowing it right back off the front of the rad and not cooling the car. So that's kind of what I'm going to do tonight, is run through and at least get the metal cut. I'm waiting for some of my tools that I lent out to come back, and then I'll cut everything out, get it in there, drill it, take it out, take it back apart, paint it to match everything else with Rust-Oleum satin black, put it all back together again, and then we'll be good to go for the weekend. So follow along. All right, so I've traced our template here onto the piece of metal that I got. Went to Tractor Supply, I just picked up this piece of galvanized. It's 24 by 24. You can see the pan in there under the rad is curved on the bottom. And then there's a little hose, drain hose for the rad drain. So I'll probably just cut this straight across. I'm gonna try it with this Harbor Freight shears, electric shears. They were pretty good. Kind of hard to control, but It's on the bottom. Don't tell Bill. So anyhow, I'm going to rip this across, try to get these corners done, then I'll notch that out, probably by hand. I don't have a lot of metal tools. I really don't do a lot of metal work. I've done my fair share of body work, but Bill certainly has done a lot more. It's not my car, so if it looks bad, it's his problem. Just kidding. Not bad. Worked pretty well. I think I'm just going to cut these radius turns here by hand. Yeah, let's try it. Sorry, Bill. Let's see what happens. Could have gone worse. I can clean that up on with a grinder. It'll be fine. Get it nice and edged. Okay. Pretty good, pretty close. I'm gonna hit all these on the grinder and see how I can do that. Maybe even a small hole saw. Let's try that. Yeah, that might do it. Maybe we'll go a little bigger. I don't know. We'll find out how this will work. All right, let me get a piece of wood. We'll drill that out. There's one. All right. Worked. Probably should have used my 18 volt Milwaukee, but seemed to have done it. 1112. Okay, so all I need to do is notch that out, grind these. We'll be good. Actually, I've decided just to trim them up with the snips here. It's doing pretty good. Alright, let me go get my other snips, right-handed ones. Right turn, whatever. I think it's these guys. Ouch. Oh yeah, look at that. Gold City. What? Can't ask for more than that. Okay, I'm going to go now and I'll just do it here with the hand grind, the cut-off tool, I guess, with a little grinder wheel on it. Ouch. Clean up before I step on it or kneel on it, which I will. Little hammer, brand new hammer set, hammer and dolly. I didn't even open this yet. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. Pretty good. All right, I'm just going to clean this edge up a little on the grinder wheel and then we'll test fit it. All right, one little incident there. That's all right, we can correct that. That's better. So let me just clean up that edge now. Okay. Let's see how that thing tucks in there. Probably not well. My luck. Let's see. We are close. You know, cardboard kind of is a bit deceiving, and metal's less forgiving. So what I'm noticing right now is that there's a small little hump here, probably, yep, for the pan mount. So what we need to do is just mark that. Need a marker for marking. Dang it. I had a marker. Shoot. There it is. Ouch. Dang it. See? Right on it. I have to sweep now. Ouch. So we'll just kind of this. Something like that. Should be good. Guess I'll cut it with the shears and then hammer it and, you know, grind it. I'm told dinner is in 10 minutes. Probably 10 minutes ago. Time to eat. We'll pick up in a bit. Okay. I had dinner. It was good. Salmon, broccoli, cauliflower, mac and cheese. It was delicious. All right, so first thing. Ouch, dang it. I'm gonna cut this now for that little Humpty Hump. If I can. Might do it. Let's find out. Hey, that worked. I need to take a little bit off of this driver side here at the bottom. Maybe a little bit over there too. Right here. Corner. A little bit. Like that. Ouch. Also need to get the broom and clean that up because dang it. All right, let me just give that a little trim. And this. Hey, that's pretty good. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, that's gonna do it. So I have mounting holes here and here on top. Really no good place to mount this in the bottom. And you know what? I need to put this back in before I lose it. I took a screw out, put it back in. Didn't need to come out. and this one goes on the bottom. Put that on later. But this is certainly going to work, and I know it's counterintuitive to block the radiator in order to get more air through it, but it is what it is. It did work really well. We're going to force a bunch of air through it. That fan's pretty big. That fan, I think, came off of another 55 or a 57 maybe, that had an AC kit, a vintage air AC kit in it, but it was never finished. And the guy that Bill got it from, his buddy Tony, up in Pennsylvania, gave it to Bill before he moved down here. So we're going to make it work. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll bring in here, you can have a look. So it fits pretty nice. Now there's a small lip right here on both sides, and I think I mentioned earlier we're going to put a piece of sort of, I guess, like vacuum line. I'll put it all the way across the bottom and both sides, and that'll seal that up pretty nice. And then on the top, this gets a bolt and a bolt. Those are actually, these ridges are actually, the lips are helping keep that off of there, so I might do something with that. But if you look back here, I mean, we need to get a shroud in. Come on, camera, focus. Anywho, there we go. So we need to get a shroud in there. It'll help too, just again, force air through, so it's not just lost. But once the air comes through, the rat will cool pretty good, but that thing will force it through even more. So the shroud is on its way. I did order that. But you can see there's definitely no room there for an electric fan. The pulleys are all shimmed for alignment, and the fan could not go in the back if we wanted it to. So I'm very pleased with that. It came out pretty nice. So let me just take a little bit closer look at those edges there on the inside, and see if I want to do something a little different. I might trim that and get it to pull back in. I'm not sure. Take a look. Well, I think I'm going to leave it. It's a darn shame. It'd be great if I could put it inside of that lip, actually. Well, I could try. Certainly could do something like that. Still fits in there real nice. Just requires, I think, a bit of a trim. But see, it gets me too low. Yeah, I need to go in front of that. That's going to be the right way. I'm going to have to probably use some of the brackets from his original fan mount and bend them to get a spot to mount on the bottom, which is fine. So this, I definitely want to put that in the front. no doubt. It gives it some good support. I'll pull it back into the radiator core support, and then I just need to come up with probably a piece of weather stripping across the top here before I put the bolts in. I think that's really going to be my best bet. That'll keep it nice and clean, keep it from rattling. I'll put that same weather stripping down either one of those sides on the inside, and then this thing will just fit right up against that. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so I need to figure out what I want to do about the weather stripping. On the lip that goes around the whole thing on the core support, I think I'll just cut, rubber vacuum line or something and put it on there with a little silicone. Just right around this lip all the way. It's nice because it does go all the way around, with the exception of that little bump out I had to trim out of the bottom, but that's fine. Yeah, that'll work real nice, I think. And then what I'll do is run to the hardware store and get some adhesive back rubber stripping and put it across the top, and that thing will just pull right in against that and take up that whole gap and keep it from collapsing and doing funny things. So let me see what I have right now for rubber line, and maybe I could cut it and fit that and see what it looks like. So let's take a look. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot. Actually, I might have more over there. I'll double check, but I've already cut the hose, not well. This is just for testing. I'll do a better job when I pick up the hose I want to actually use, but I split it in half. And what I'm going to do is tuck it along here and just see if it'll hold. It's kind of like wire loom, split down the center. Feed it along here. If it wants to cooperate, that would be great. Let's do it from the top. There we go. Yeah, I think this is going to work real nice. There we go. Oh man, that's great. Let me see if I can find more. Well, I do have another piece. It's cut, so let's feed it on like we did the other side. Now I need to go get more because this is from my Mighty Vac. Probably has brake fluid in it. I don't know. It's working. Darn it. No. It's popped off. Get on there. Stay on there when you get on there. No. This is ridiculous. Who is... What? Nobody. Okay. Could you just cooperate? Almost. Nope. Not cooperating. Okay. Good. Good. That one was a little longer. That might be all I need, actually. There's like a, I don't know, 8 or 9 inch section at the bottom on both sides. But side to side, that might be fine. I might not need any on the bottom. We'll see. I definitely need to get that weather stripping tomorrow. I don't have any here. So So this goes this way because of the notch. Oh, it's perfect. What? I don't think I'm going to be able to ask for much more than that, folks. All right, that weather stripping will take up everything on the top. It's lined up real nice. I'm very happy with that. I think that'll be great. So what I need to do next is come up with the bracket try for that, and then I am on the bottom going to put, maybe not. Thought about maybe putting some weather stripping on the bottom. I didn't really account for that when I was cutting it. Might be okay though. So I'll go into town tomorrow and pick up the thicker weather stripping for the top, and then some more vacuum line. That worked really well for the bottom. So it's not just resting on the metal to metal. It'll make noise. So I'll do that. I need to take the brackets off the fan tonight. I'd like to cut the big hole in the middle. You know, I've been telling myself for like months, you need to order a nutsert tool. I don't think they have them at Harbor Freight just to go pick up. Now I need one because I like to put nutserts in the front of this thing in order to screw the fan to it, because once the shroud that I'm building is on, I'm not going to be able to get to the bolts inside to mount that. So I need to mount it from the inside with the hole without the fan on it, mount it here with the weather stripping and the rubber on the bottom, and then I'd like to mount the fan on. But I need to have the nuts inserted through the steel. Darn it. Let's go to Harbor Freight. Let's have a look. Alright, let's see here. Battery. Let's see. Harbor Freight tools. Nut cert. Nut cert. Nut setter. Threaded rivet nuts. I don't know. Nut setter. That's just a nut driver. What the heck? Harbor Freight. Coming in strong with, no, maybe. I could just, no. Yeah, here we go. Rivet nut setter kit. Nut setter, not nut cert. It's nut cert like a rivet nut, nut cert must be like like Kleenex, you know, but yeah. So I could get it by Thursday, but I'd like to have it before that if I ordered it on Amazon. But Harbor Freight, I mean, Amazon's asking $75? That seems stupid. Oh, 40. But it seems like the same, the same thing here. Question is, do they have it in my store? In stock. Dang it. $40. And it's on sale? What? 20% off. Whatever happened to the Harbor Freight coupons? I mean, I'd go in there with 16 coupons and give 5 to my wife and 5 to my kid and say, go buy this for me. Here's the credit card. And we'd all get these crazy Probably why they stopped using them. Anyhow, I think it's gonna work. It seems to come with the nut sets. I don't know. This rivet nut setter quickly sets threaded rivet nuts into securely fastened thin gauge materials. That's what we have. All right. So I need to go to Harbor Freight tomorrow morning. What does my schedule look like tomorrow? I have a day job. You know, I'm only doing these things when I'm not working. Tomorrow's shoot. Yeah. Well, tomorrow's pretty rough. So I might not get there until, I don't know, later. Anyway, I need to go to Harbor Freight tomorrow. I need to get this tool. It's got great reviews. No muscle effort needed. Okay. So I suppose I'll go grab that tomorrow. I need to get weather stripping, and I need to write this down. Let's open up Google Keep. I'm an Android guy, and Google Keep's pretty awesome. Takes notes. Here we go. Store. So Harbor Freight. I need nut setter tool. I need probably bolts. That's not Harbor Freight though. Okay. Next would be hardware store. And for that I need bolts for nut setter, riv nuts. I need vacuum. Line. Weather stripping. Adhesive style. Okay. Oh. Satin Rust-Oleum black. Okay. Tonight I can at least drill those holes, get it ready for those nuts, and take the brackets off the fan. See these guys, pull them off. I need to probably cut these and re-bend them. There's nothing wrong with the brackets. I'll bend them up pretty nice and mock them up once I have the hole cut for the fan in the sheet metal that I just fit in there. And that'll let me at least get this mocked up and mounted. Then I'll grab the paint. I already have primer, so I'll scuff this thing up with the air tool tomorrow, hit it with primer, hit it with black, and we'll be able to mount it, put the weather stripping on, mount the fan. Should be good. Wire it up. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. So let me get to that. I'll pull this out, take these off, draw that. Let me mark those bolt holes too. So, one there, one there. Yeah. Okay. So we'll punch those, drill those, and then come up with mounts. Actually, do the fan hole first, then I can figure out the mounts pretty easy through the inside without the fan mounted. So, sweet. All right, I got everything I think I need. Probably not. Got every tool out of the toolbox here. That seems normal. So I don't have one of those fancy punch tools that you see on Puddin's Fab Shop or whatever show you're watching on YouTube, but I do have this screwdriver that has a nice point on it and a hammer, and that's a punch. There you go. Now, that's stuck. We'll get that off later. Meantime, I'm going to reuse the bolts Bill used for the fan mount originally and drill them out. Where'd that wood block go? I mean, how can everything be right here and you can't see it? Ow! Ah. All right. See, now the washer came off. Let's check the alignment for those holes. That'll work. Just need to open them up a bit. Shh, a bit. And I'm going to do that with this here Christmas tree step bit. One. Two. Step bit. Yep. Hey. There we go. That one is not quite 100%. That's okay. That is okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just open that hole up one smidge more. There we go. What in the devil? Alright, just need to open the bottom of that hole. You know, I was like, shortcut, don't measure it, don't need to measure it. Dropped the washer just now. Shouldn't have done that. Yep, we'll just open the bottom of that hole up instead of the whole hole. Well, I put the drill bit away. That's great. Only precision. Yep. It's in there. That'll work. Okay. So, yep. I can open that up a smidge more on the bottom with a file though. Where do I keep my files? This toolbox. It's real nice, but I have no idea where I put anything. Here? Nope. Here? Nope. Up here? Nope. How about here? Nope. Nope. There they are. Files. Ow. How is it that a hole for a bolt is the hardest part of this whole thing? Probably because I didn't measure it. Let's take a shortcut, it'll be fine. Idiot. Okay, we're good now. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. It'll be something like that. That weather stripping. About a 1/4 inch thick weather stripping. Well, half if I want. Compress it to a 1/4 and that'll be fine. Yeah, that's gonna work nice. All right, so what I need to do now is I need to cut that fan. So let me find center on that top, bottom, left, right, and then measure that after I take it apart. We should be good. Okie doke. That's sticky. This is the front. I can tell because that. And lost my marker again. I'm telling you, it's here. I just don't know where. Nope, it's up here. Thanks. All right, so this should be 12 Yep. Ten and a half-ish. Oh, that was close on that mark. All right, so that center. Mm-hmm. Now I gotta take this apart. Nope. Yep. I guess when he put these washers on, he cut them flat just to get them to fit. Seems about right. Not all of them. Bet you this one's cut though. Nope, just the one. Oh, Billy. Okay. Middle of the fan. So, like that. I'll measure it, don't worry. Don't freak out now. Except this is... Okay. So, from El Centro to El Edjo, we'll call it 8 inches. Wouldn't you know, it's about 16 inches wide. So 8 inches is about here and about there. And there's the bottom and the top bottom. So in theory, put the cap on this, it's getting dry already. By the way, I don't think you can see it right now, but I put a fan up there and it's kind of a knockoff big ass fan. Man, great buy. We have one out in the barn too, and I was going to put one in a building that we don't have anymore because we lost it in a hurricane. Tornado. What in the... How did I do that? Is that not 16 on... How can the sides... It's a circle. It's not. What the... How? Oh, because this is flanged out. So it's actually top to bottom is 17. All right. No problem. No problem at all. Got a 1/2 inch flange all around that thing. So, no big deal. We just bump the top 1/2 inch. And the bottom 1/2 inch. Gives us 17, 8.5 and 8.5. All right. Side to side, top to bottom, center to center. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right there. Yep. I'm happy with that. So, what we do now is we mark mounting holes. These holes are, he must have drilled these out. Or they shook out, I don't know. So I'm going to want to make that I'm going to draw a line around the whole thing and then go 1/2 inch in from there so that, you know, I have something to mount it to. Anyway, there's no way I was paying the money they're asking for one of those big ass fans. So my wife, she found these fans and I like it. It does move a lot of air. It's real quiet. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that now. The thing I should probably do is just line these up and finish that circle. Do I want to finish that circle? No. I just want to go just a 1/2 inch in, right? Does that make sense? It does to me. Yeah, a 1/2 inch in. Okay. So really, that's a 1/2 right there on the first hole that I on purpose accidentally made. So what we'll do is take this again, make more lines, and just use the fan again. 1/2 inch. Nope. Nope. Well, it's smaller, that's why. Dummy. Okay. That's fine. We can just scribe that, and that's where I'll cut. Yep. So if I go, yeah, 1/2 inch will be perfect. Perfect, perfect. So here to here. Yep, that'll be great. Sir. Just making some 1/2 inch marks. Gonna help me keep this close to perfect. Okay, and on the side. Okay. Cut marks. I have to be careful so as not to cut into the holes that I'm going to make for mounting, which are pretty close to 1/2 inch away from the outside edge. So that's great. Maybe I'll have to rethink 1/2 inch now that I drew all those stupid lines. Man alive, my phone. Pete's sake. You know? Leave me alone. Seriously. How do I pause notifications until tomorrow? Thank you. Talk to you tomorrow. I'm going to need to undercut that pretty far here, actually. I don't want to buy another piece of metal and go through all this again, if I can help it. So, if I can do this. Let's see, that mark was here to here. Oh, yeah, this should work fine. Boom. Ah, it's fine. That's great. That'll work very nicely. Connect the dots. Okay. That's going to be, I mean, great. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't cut these lines. You want to cut that line, you big idiot. cut that line. Okay. Alrighty. Feeling pretty good about that. So this one I think I'm going to cut, definitely not with that tool. I'm going to cut that with, you know, maybe I'll drill a hole with the hole saw, pretty big one, and then trim around it on the inside, or I'll just get the air grinder out and a cut off tool, cut it off. Yeah. All right, let me grab that. We'll cut that thing out. Let's check it once more. Measure twice, cut 4 times. That'll be great. Okay, can I see the other line? Yes, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect. That's really great. I am so happy with that. Okay. Time to cut. Probably gonna burn my legs and, you know, catch something on fire. Great if I didn't, but I probably will. Wearing my protective Crocs today. That'll work. You know, sure hope there's not a gas leak under this car. Maybe I should cut it this way. Fire is one thing, explosions, they happen fast. That's working pretty well. Okay. Now the big radii. Yep, compressor's loud. Over there. Almost there. Gotta cut the other half now. Hammer it. Test fit it. Should be good. Can't pick it up. My gloves. I want to be done this. Is this over yet? Golly. Give it to me. All right. Yeah. Now, if I had a wheel, I certainly would bead roll a few spots on here, some lines for some strength and rigidity, but I don't, so I'm not. And no, I'm not going to buy one at Harbor Freight for this. Bill can do it. All right. Pretty happy with that. I'm going to punch those holes, drill them, and that'll get nut certs tomorrow. Oh, I need to fab up those brackets for the bottom. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not even going to drill those holes till I have the inserts, because if I drill them, they'll be the wrong size. We'll wait on that. So what I'll do now is get this little burr off. I know I should hit this and clean it up, but maybe I will tomorrow. Okay. See, now I can get down in there to get to those mounting position holes in the bottom of this trough, which I think are just drains. We're going to seal them up. That's fine. This is going to be great. Okay, so let me take this one off here first. That's fine. Let me get a long extension. fading, getting tired. Here's another bracket he had in there. We don't need that anymore. What the heck? Okay. Let's pop this little guy back in its little spot. Like so. And before I forget, I'll get it when I forget. I don't feel like going over there and getting a magnet, but I did drop that washer down in there. Maybe I can use this punch. No. Maybe I can use this. Yes. Okay. Let's put that back up here so I drop it down there again. That was this. Nope, we're good. I do believe I can put this in the vise. No, I'm gonna have to cut it. Oh. Dang it! Okay. He bent this on a funny angle to get it where it needed to go, so I can't use that, but I can probably use one of these. Son of a... Cut that off of there. Me goggles. Of course. Not quite the fit I was hoping for, but you know, that's okay. We can fix that too fairly easily. I think that might even get nut certs down there. I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But this is going to work nicely. Oh yeah. All right, we'll just drill that hole out, maybe. That's perfect. Perfection. Okay, now right there it needs another bend. So I got this bracket. This is going to go through the bottom of this pan in front of the radiator. Put a bolt through that. It bends up, and then it needs to come out towards the front of the car because it's got to come out flush. Huh. Is that really not straight? No, it's not. That's all right. So it's got to come out flush. Comes up out of that little trough. Let me show you. Okay, so here's that trough. Here's my bracket. But this hole right here is going to be used for a bolt. So I'm going to put this in there. Now I need to bend it out to get it towards the front over this lip so that it's flush with the steel that I just cut. That will go in front of this lip. And then it'll come back up that bracket and we'll pop a bolt through it and probably another nut cert so it's all nice and easy to put together. So that's what I'm doing now, and then I'll have to do it again for this one. So we'll make two of those brackets and figure out where I want to mark the holes for them to be drilled tomorrow. There we go. All right, we're in business now. Instead of sharp edges, I kind of just radiused it out. Eased it out. See, that broke. Like I said, like a paper clip. But these are good now. This will be perfect. Okay, so let's see where we're at with the sheet metal. Put the shroud in. Do the hokey pokey. Turn your shroud around. And that's what it's all about. Ha ha ha. Okay, perfect. So I got to drill a hole just below this hole. Yeah, well, we're just going to mark it because, again, I think this, well, how do I want to do this? This one's just going to get a bolt. So I actually could just mock this all up now. It's all going to come out and get painted and primed and painted and all that anyway, but got to do all this first. Okay, drill that hole out. That'll work. So I just use these little vice grips to clamp it so I can mark it. And that's where the bolt will go. The nut cert, well, I'm just going to use a bolt for that. So I can actually drill that now. Then we get to do that all over again. Second time's easier. And actually, why don't I manufacture this bracket first? Yeah. This thing's bent. Oh yeah, big time. Bill's at home watching this right now going, what is he hammering inside my car? Well, Bill, there's a big old lip right where I need to bolt this bracket through. And that lip does not belong. That's okay. Let's fab up another one of these brackets and hey, look, have another piece. How convenient. So we'll just make this again. Okay, got two of these bent up pretty close to the same crank. That'll work well. So let me drill this one out, drill that hole out, drill that one out, cut it. We'll be golden. All right. Oh, I gotta mark that first. If I had to guess, I would guess it's right about there. Let's play a game. Nope, don't have a marker. No games. Too tired to go over there and get the marker. It's been a long day. That is quite warm still. Oh, left it over there. Come on, got it. No. Yep. Bingo. All right, let's drill the. Let's mount these first, actually. My microphone's about to die, so that's great. Okay, perfect. That goes in there. This guy. Oh, there goes my marker. That's there. My phone's dying. My battery for my microphone's dying. Okay. Lock washers, regular washers, aka flat. I'm short. Nope. Thought I was short a lock washer. Swept. I am glad that I didn't drill more holes in the car. I'm sure Bill's going to be happy about that too. What am I doing? I didn't get nuts. Dang it! I don't need more bolts down here. I need nuts. Dummy. Nylon lock nuts. I mean, what more could you... Oh, well, I could ask for that not happening. Dang it. I knew this was going to be a problem. I need an extra set of hands on top. But it's late. Everyone's asleep. Nobody wants to help me anyway. Got this one on. Gently. This one I got to get back in there. I think I can do it this way. See? Got it. Okay. That's good. Those are in. Don't need the lock washers on the bottom because I found lock nuts. Now let's find a wrench. Great. Wonderful. Perfect. Done. That one's on. Yep. Straighten this back out. There we go. Perfect. Yep, battery's dying on the microphone. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully those holes are in the right spot. Should be. What we can do is re-tap them here. Just got some dimples now, so let's see if they line up. There we go. Yep, should be good. All right, let's drill those. Okay. Yeah, buddy. All right, that's good. Both of them. Perfect. All right, so got all my holes drilled with the exceptions of the one for the fan. And I'm not going to do those till I have the nut certs tomorrow when I pick that stuff up at Harbor Freight at some point during the day. I don't know when, but anyway, I'll drill those once I have that, pop the nut certs in, and then I'll be able to attach the fan. Make sure everything lines up like I want it to. Everything's drilled, everything's ready. I got to get the weather stripping. Yeah, this is going to work really nicely, actually. I got my notch there for this hose. Let's pull these bolts out. Check the hose. This is just a drain, so it doesn't really need to be on here, but I guess it's period correct. I don't know. So we'll put it back in there. Drop this guy on. Yeah, that's nowhere near where it needs to be. There it goes. Okay. Not really. Not really at all. It just needs to be up a bit higher, but I think we're gonna ouch, make do with it. You know, this car has no bumpers, and I keep hitting my dang shins where the bumper's supposed to be. Yeah, that's not right. Well, I just didn't trim that up enough to get it around that hose. And I guess the hose is actually kind of in a funny spot. That's okay. I can trim it a bit more. I guess that's what I'll do. What a shame. That was a nice little cut that I did there. Needs to go more that way. That didn't work at all. So now, that's great. Let's put this in the grinder wheel. Like nothing happened. More? Come on. You gotta be kidding me. That's ridiculous. Ay, 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 folks. Cut it some more. Grind it some more. All right. Maybe that'll do it. You gotta be kidding me. At this point, I should have just drilled a hole in it and popped the frickin' hose through it. Why is that so? That doesn't even make sense. Needs a little more. You can't even get to it without taking this all apart anyway. So I don't know. But that's real close now. Let's give it a little bit more. Okay, let's just for fun have a look at this. Make sure that that pulls it in like it's supposed to. I think it will. Now, yep, it's in there. And this side, let's just double check it too. All right. Yep. That's good. All right, so I've got a few different bolts here from past builds and square bodies and the Camaro, Corvette, stuff like that, but I don't have any nuts. So what I'm trying to do here is as close as I can match these bolts that he's already got from the factory. And I mean, these are pretty close. Some of them have washers, but that's okay. They look factory. So I'm going to take these tomorrow into town. And in fact, what I'll do, oh, I took it over there. I'll take the one to the hardware store that I took out of the bottom that came off the car. He had it painted already. I think they have them, those same ones at the hardware store. They get a pretty good nut and bolt supply up there. So I'll add that right now to my list and grab nuts and bolts when I grab everything else. Other than that, we're good. I think it's going to wrap up pretty quick tomorrow once I get back on it again tomorrow night. So that's it for tonight. It's late, I'm tired, and I need a shower, then go to bed. So see you tomorrow. Okay, we're back at it. Got a bunch of stuff that I said we needed last night. Weather stripping. I cut a small piece already just to see, you know, how this is going to look, and I'm pretty pleased with that. I went to O'Reilly's and picked up the Super Stick weather strip, 7/16 thick, so that'll be good. I did manage to find what are close to these factory original bolts. They'll go in there pretty nice. Got the nuts for those. I got the nut setter tool. Never used one. We'll figure it out. And then I got bolts to go along with that. Yeah, here they are. So I got 5/16, 18, and 1/4 20. I think we'll probably end up using the 1/4 20 to mount the fan. Yeah, that'll work out very nicely. Got 1 inch, plenty of room there. Yeah, tons of depth. So we'll put a washer, lock washer, all that on the front. It'll be really good. And then the kit came with all the nut inserts, and it came with the tools or the dies, whatever, bits, adapters to install it. 1/4 20. So we got to figure that out. There's M8 in there now. It also appears to have come with a wrench. Kind of nice. So it looks like the M8 comes out. Somehow. Maybe I should read the directions. Yeah, probably. Alright, here's the M8. Let's just drop the one piece I got out back in. Remove nut using wrench. Install desired mandrel that matches the rivet that will be used. Secure the matching nut. Remove mandrel. What? Oh. I read step 3 before step 2. That's confusing. Okay, then you open the handles all the way, thread on the rivet, put it in the pre-drilled hole, squeeze it, then twist down to remove it. Record the serial number here. For what? That's stupid. So it doesn't really tell you how this comes out. It just tells you it comes out. According to what I see here, it should unthread. And the tool seems to fit over that. That's pretty tight in there. There it goes. I guess it wasn't all that tight. Okay, let's drop this back in the M8 container. I already have the 1/4 20 out. Pop it in. You gotta pull back this little collar. I think that was my problem. Yeah. Because the collar slips over and keeps that from coming off. Brittany, you're smart. All right, now how the heck? Oh, this goes on first. Then this. We'll give this a little turn. And of course, I left all the rivets outside, but that's okay because I have to pop the shroud out that we put in last night. I. Drop the new washer. That's easy enough. Reassemble so I don't lose the hardware, because I will. I don't need these because I bought new ones. These are just some ideas. Pop this guy out. And then tap it and drill it. Okay. What a mess. Got every tool out. Okay, so before I drill that, I should go get the riv nuts and just make sure I drill them the right size. Be right back. Okay. 1/4 20. M6, M5, M8, 1/4 20. We'll need 4. Yep. Does this tell me what size I should drill for a 1/4 20, or I'll just measure it? Yeah, I'll just measure it. Alright, let me check this. So, .35 of an inch, 23/64. All right, so we'll drill that 23/64. That'll help pop this right in. Okay, before I just hammer them all, or drill them all, let's make sure this works first. So this is the front. Yeah, let's see. There we go. All right. Let's make sure also. Yep, okay. I feel good about that. So that's going to go there. Here is the tool. It says to screw it on. Open it all the way up, thread it on, insert it, squeeze the handles. Easy enough. Hey, that's neat. Yeah, that did it. Squeezed her right in. Perfect. Alright, let's drill the remaining holes and hope they're in the right spot. Yep. That's great. Where did I put? Just pushing everything out of the way. Okay, let's see if these two holes that I put in are in the right spot. That's the top. Yep. Okay. So far, so good. That'll go in there. That'll go in there. All right. That hole looks correct. Yep, yep, okay. Let's drill the rest. Boy, I'm going to find a lot of uses for this tool. If I would have thought about it, I'd have put, I don't know if it would have worked, put one in this hole for these bolts, but I don't think I have the right ones. Okay, one more. Oops, my bad. Love this thing. I see like a million guys using these things. I'm always like, just drill a hole and put a bolt in. Well, you can't. So here we are. Perfect. Right back. Okay, let's see how this thing lines up. That's the bottom. This goes this way. One. Dose. All right, we got all four perfectly lined up. I'm so happy with that. Okay, That there. I wonder if, ouch, 1/4 20. I wonder if I could get a couple 1/4 20s in these brackets. I mean, I could just drill them out, that would work. Boy, that would be great, because then we just leave the brackets, and aside from the top, you can pop them off. And I mean, really, I could go get an M8, or better yet, a 5/16 18. Does this fit in here though? No. I don't want to drill the car. I really don't want to drill the car. Does an M8 fit? If an M8 fits, I'll do it. Nope, it's bigger. Oh man, that's a bummer. And these 1/4 20s are, I think that's too small. Well, maybe it's not. It's alright. We'll just do it the way I had it. It's fine. And I'll have to take those out. Okay, I'm good with all of this. Now, I do have to think about this wire. I can screw with that in a little while. So, alright, I think we're in a really good spot here now. If I can get this. This goes here. Don't think I want to put the weather stripping on yet, because I want to put the weather stripping on the back of this. I need to paint this. I think I'm ready to scuff and paint this. And we can drop it in, I think. Yeah. All I really was waiting on was these nut inserts. So, let's give her a painting. Should be good. Yep. Okay, I am going to go scuff and spray this. Let it bake out in the sun, flip it, paint to both sides. And then later this evening we can finish up with the weather stripping, get it installed, wire up the fan. So, I think we're good. And we'll see you back later tonight. Okie doke. I've cleaned up a lot. It was a mess. I was tired of tripping on stuff. So anyway, we've got our freshly painted shroud here, and I'm going to put the weather stripping on the inside of this rather than on the rad core. I'm rethinking that now. Well, I think I'm going to put it on there because this is exactly as wide, just a little more narrow than the piece of sheet metal we cut for the shroud. I could probably put it on top and get away with just that, but I'd like to angle cut it, get it nice and clean. So I think I'm just going to stick it to the back of that. Hopefully The paint is cured enough. It's been sitting since lunch in the sun, baking, and then I sprayed the other side. It feels like it'll be all right. So I need to angle cut this. I guess take some measurements. Then I'm going to have to notch out for these holes as well, but that's fine because they're already cut or drilled into the piece, so that's great. Let me grab a pair of scissors, take care of that. So I'm going to cut a 90, that way you don't see on the edge, you don't see hard ends of the weather stripping and then another piece. It's just ugly. So much like, you know, trim in a house, baseboard or whatever else. Cut a 90-ish, kind of 90. And we'll put that all the way across the top. And then the next piece will come down and it'll be perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's double check. Yep. So we'll peel the back. Sticker on there. That's great. I just panicked for a second because I didn't really double check that I laid this thing down correctly. I did. Alright, let's see what that looks like without doing the sides yet. It's just short pieces on the side. Drop it in there carefully. I think that's going to be great. It's a little shinier than the rest of it, but maybe it'll flatten out some over time. I don't know. It ain't perfect, but it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that right there. Alright, so now I'm just going to mark with a black marker so it's not real obvious how low down we need to come. One mark here. And then on this side, same deal. Okay, and we'll carefully, without scratching, pull it out, flip it over. I'll do it this way. Where's that mark? Looks like there. Yep, okay. Let's do this one first. I'll do this one first. See, that just gives us a real nice finished look on that corner. This one down here did a straight cut. There's a little forgiveness since it's foam. Okay, and then this side. Perfect. I think that'll work very nicely. So, we'll test fit once more, carefully. Still a wee bit tacky. That's all right. All right, so now I need to just notch these out so that the top is still uniform for when we push this up against that. It seals, it's nice and clean. We've got a super clean edge that keeps the air from going out and coming in those spots. Okay, sneak this wrench back in here. Use the open end, it's tight. I keep hitting the same cut on my finger every time. Dang it. I'm not going to go too much tighter than that. See if these hold. Yeah, we might have to put a thread locker on those, or I don't know, something. We'll see. Okay, wiring is there, tucked behind, and now I think I'm ready for the fan. And then we can worry about wiring the fan up afterwards. What I don't want to do is tuck the wire just behind here. Number one, I mean, I could just put a quick connect and put the fan in, but I don't want the fan to spin and suck the wire in. That would be bad. So we're going to have to keep it out of the way. But man, I'm really quite pleased with this. All right, let's pop the fan on. I thought I already had the bolts. And I'm just missing two. Bolts. Washers, all on one bolt, naturally. 1, 2, 3 lock washers. There's the fourth for this bolt. And then 1, 2, 3 flat washers. And the fourth. All right. It's probably 7/16. It is. Don't tell anybody, but these two gold bolts are metric. Probably the only two on the whole car. He'll change them. All right, it's fan. In you go. In you go. Wow, they're tight. Might have should have used some Allen head screws or something. That's alright. We'll make it work. Probably take me 45 years to actually get each one of these bolts in because it's so tight. The heads are so tight to the fan itself. I won't get a socket on that. Poor planning. Where is it? What the heck? Alright, get through there. There we go. Up you go. In you go. Yeah, gosh. Really probably should have used some Allen screws. Let me go see if I have some Allen head screws, 1/4 20. If I do, I'm going to use those because I could zip them in pretty easily. Nope, I don't have any 1/4 20 Allen head machine screws, so I just this is going to suck. Oh well, part of it is I think, yeah, I put that in the wrong spot here. This one, that one's in the right spot, but it's not in there. Let's start by fixing this side. Put it in the, there's 2 holes on each mounting location, and I put it in the bottom one. Needed to go on the top. There you go. That might help. I think it's going to help. We got a nut driver. See what we can do. Let her rip. Cross threaded's threaded. Okay. I mean, it's there. She's definitely mounted. So now I need to fight with the wire, which I think we might just I think I can get that out there. Oh boy, made a mistake. There it is. Oh, dropped it again. Golly. Why are you being so difficult? Oh, come on. Get out. All right, there's one. And there's the other. What do you know? Okay, I can get those wires there. Yep, that'll work. So now I need to extend these. And cut these crimp-on connectors and wire it up behind the transcooler line. And then I'll need a little wire loop, so let's wrap that up. Figured I'd bring you a little closer. Got brand new wire loom, wire conduit they call it, Dorman. And I got some red wire, some black wire. And my fittings. So what we're gonna do is just cut this off right here. He had blue connect from the fan connected to gray, and I'm gonna put red. That's fine. Oh, I need to get my little heat gun. Now this is the gray, which we're going to just cut off. He had a quick disconnect. I probably should put one back on, but this will fit better inside the wire conduit. Okay, that's good. So I'll shrink that in a moment. Meantime, cut that. Ooh, it's in the motor. That's fine. The blue wire. Connected to, oh, I need to put this behind. I do not want to put that in front of the transcooler line. Get it tucked in back there. Come on, little connector. Get on there. There we go. I like these. These are Thomas and Betts crimper. They got a little cutter, but they really dig in pretty nice and make for a nice solid connection. Old school, we use them for a long time. Strip back the black. Grab this black. And I just used them all, so I need to go grab two más. Got a very strange angle here. Come on, you bugger. There we go. Okay, good. plug in the heat gun. Another little Amazon find. I think it was $5 or $6, and it comes with this little scoop, so you can get behind the connector, and sort of in one shot it just puts heat all around the connector, shrinks it up, just keep water corrosion out as much as you can anyway. There you go. They kind of go clear when they're shrunk all the way, then they fog back up when the heat comes off of them. Good. It's the right way to do it. Not really. The right way to do it is to solder them or use the connectors that have solder in them. This is what we got. I have done many, many vehicles with these connectors and this little torch. Everything from injector harnesses, interior parts, brake lights. I mean, they're fine. Everybody has their preference. This is mine. Last one. As I melt the harness, or the loom. Okay, don't set that on the cardboard. Good. Let's open the loom up. The wire conduit. This is a little thicker. That's okay. Hey, that's hot. Clean that up a smidge. It's actually good that they're thicker because it's letting me cover up all those connectors, which is great. And it'll probably go over the thinner loom that was already on there, which is fine too. We got a little overlap. And I'll put a couple small zip ties on it. Yeah, that's perfect. We got a loom and a loom. That's fine. Looks good. Cooperate. Thank you. Okie doke. That'll do it. Let me grab a couple zip ties, but first, let's clean off all these nuts and bolts and pieces and parts. Got extra nut certs. I should have put these back. I will. Let's fire the fan up. See what happens. Well, it's fanning. We've got great air coming through the rad. Oh yeah. Now I'm finding spots that aren't great because there are holes behind here. That's alright. We're getting a lot of air through it. rattling, it's not bouncing around, not getting any air out of these corners. The bottom is sealed up real nice. All right. Stupid door. I'm happy with that. Certainly going to cool the engine a lot more than it was now that we're forcing air through. Well, that's going to do it for the fan and the shroud here on Bill's 55. I think we're going to be in great shape. I got a little tidying up to do and then clean up this mess again that I made here. But I'm feeling good. We can probably cruise the roughly 2.5 hours that we're going to need to cruise with this. He's insistent on driving on the road. He doesn't have a lot of miles on it. I am going to tow my Corvette on the back of the trailer with my truck for a couple of reasons, but primarily because if something does happen to his car, we can pull mine off, throw his on, get it there at least, and not break anything, which will be really good. Don't think we're gonna have problems. It's a well-built car. It just needed some help cooling. So now I think we've got that. I think we're gonna be in great shape and he'll enjoy the drive and the cruise. So stay tuned. I'll take some shots at the Muscle on the Beach event that's happening. And in the meantime, click subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing. I'm having a good time doing it. Just little things here and there. We will get to the drag and drive truck, I promise. I finally get the motor mounts. That's all I really needed to replace what I have. Need to raise the engine up in that thing. It's way too low. But we'll get to that. That's I got a year. That year is going to go quick, I know. But we got to get these other little things wrapped up for some of the stuff we have in the meantime. That'll do it. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.